Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stories, the Path of Destinies. Now, last time, I wonder if this takes me to the place I wanted to.
The clouds parted
No, it
over the
doesn't.
Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
What? Okay, I was about to comment that we got the two truths in the last game, and, I wasn't sure what we'd be doing. Obviously the Iblis stone would be a terrible thing to grab. I don't think there's a way to use it. Maybe if we grab the armature that opens up something, because I was really wary of Lapino, but now we've got a key symbol, and I'm really intrigued by what that means. All right, let's go for this key. Maybe having got the four truths, the game now goes, here you go, the key, but I don't like that. Like, they had little exclamation marks saying, you've not explored this, and here's where you get a truth, and now it's just, if this is the thing, I don't know, with the keys, I don't know.
Renato finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause, and maybe Renato could use that somehow.
Ooh! Ooh, we've got a new option. Okay. Okay, Renato could use that somehow. What to do with the knowledge about Lapino's treason? Renato would be foolish to trust Lapino again. He should confront him, or better yet, find a way to use the traitor against his new master, the Emperor. Maybe Lapino could be a game changer after all. Okay. Oh, that's a terrible idea. We know he's a traitor. Okay.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace.
It's in the book.
But he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Rabbit stew, anyone? No, probably not. Would that be considered cannibalism? Because everyone's kind of talking and everything. It's a bit weird. Yeah, probably through the looking glass, it's rude to talk to food that's introduced itself. Probably. Yeah, I hope that this isn't happening with the key. Like, here's the final thing. I'm gonna try it out. I hope that's not the case. I'd prefer to, and it also means the game's longer is trying to find out all the things. I was actually looking forward to stumbling around trying to find the correct ending, if there's such a thing. I assume there's one correct ending. Stumbling around not knowing what you're doing, it's kind of what I do, so having little symbols like this.
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for the sake of old lang syne?
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
lang syne. We'll drink a cup of kindness yet for the days of old lang syne. Maybe I've sung the wrong words wrong. Ah, so that's how we get up here. Because remember we saw the Icomodon sing all the ravens before. Up here. Yes, all of the ravens! No. Oh. Oh, I missed someone. Oh, that's so mean. You don't get the, you don't block some, you can't block someone if you're busy countering. Barrel.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Peppino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
I don't know. I don't know, Mr. Narrator. Maybe he's grumpy. Hello. Hello, Mr. I. That's one in the eye.
Say goodnight, Gracie, said Renato, wondering who Gracie was.
Needs more eye puns. I remember this area. That might set a chain reaction off. Ah, that was delightful. Right. Okay. Onwards. I don't even know where I'm going at this point. Yeah! I can't even break that barrel. I need to work out where we're going. What's this? That's a statue I can't break. Yeah, considering we're wrecking everything else, I don't know why that's particularly safe. It is made of stone, I'm aware. It's probably just blumpy swords. I should give up on smashing those. They don't give me anything, do they? There's a way down there.
Renato felt a little bad stealing crafting materials from chests. He preferred to rob them from people at sword point.
Anything interesting around? Oh, there's a little pathway. Haha, more chests to feel bad about opening, apparently. You're an RPG character, Renato. You loot things, that's what you do. Right. So I assume we're just gonna go around. Oh no, we're not gonna go around. There's a connection. Which way down is the way we want to go? I don't know. I assume we can go back.
Hey! Hey, a workbench! He could try out his new bling.
Bling, really. This is the thing is I want all of these. Attack speed I could drop. The new one I've got is the critical chance. I assume they're random. Ah, that's probably how it works. Like but that's the problem. Is each story isn't more difficult, and you can't go back once you've picked it. So it's not like you're leveling up at a certain point. Use the altar. I can now. Oh, I have 3 skill points available. When did that happen? Stunning dash. Stun people by dashing through them.
Always wanted to do that.
Recover from being hit almost instantly when the attacker is knocked down. Assume that's a cost. Kill your enemy on your sword when you grab to do extra damage. Increase sword damage. Increase health. Sword power. Slow down time successfully. Perfect strike. Attack immediately when the previous hits. That's not going to happen. Quick shot damage. Yeah, we'll grab 2 of those, I think. Oh, I can go down there. Probably what I meant to do. Although there's a little teleport thing over here.
And this is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
Let's go through here. We do have the other. We do have the well though. This might just give me some treasure. Nothing else. Ooh, Eva. Oh, let's. Ha ha ha! Ooh. Oh, something resembling that one. Ah, and then this teleports us back to that square before. Okay.
This stone was incredibly valuable. Renato could sense it. Also, it still had its price tag.
Alright. And I can now equip that. So that was physical resistance, which increases resistance to physical damage, which is really useful, but I like my attack speed. I think I'll keep everything I've got. I managed to be alright at not dying, he says, for the most part. Now we want to go down the well, which I think is our second jump down a well? So alas, I can't say well. Goes this game for not letting me make bad puns. Admittedly, bad puns are the game's job. Isn't that right, Renato? Fight? Right. Hammer the buttons! This is why I wouldn't do Perfect Strike. Because I'm just hammering buttons at this point. Kill you.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, the rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lupino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
Run! That's a bad idea. Yes, Mad Rabbit. I think Mad Hare would be more appropriate, but and again, who'd be the Hatter? Important question. Legitimately. Hello.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The Ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Ooh, there isn't a key. How delightful. So we can tell, we can denounce him, but then what does he do? He's got the information. Maybe he should denounce the rabbit here and now, put into his schemes. But then what's going to happen? He'll go to the Emperor, give him the information we have. That he has, presumably. Renato realised a good night. Maybe he should give that smug traitor the location of the Sky Ripper's core. And while Lupino delivers the unstable weapon to the enemy, Renato would visit Zenobia a visit. Paid Zenobia a visit. That sounds like a plan. And it also uses the it's also using information we have, which I guess is what we should be doing. Because that doesn't use our information. Oh, so that means if we'd gone to Lupino already, we wouldn't have this option at all. We'd have to denounce him. So, okay. Using the information we have, I think we should send him to get the core.
Renato felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core.
I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia.
He told the rabbit.
But wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia,
Said the rabbit.
Right, yeah, that is better.
Agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly.
Zenobia.
He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
This is gonna go badly, isn't it? Like, it's gonna work for him, isn't it? Like, he's gonna cast some weird ritual on it, and it's be like, ah, I can use the core, and then we all die.
Right. Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up.
Yes.
It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
Yes, let's not blow up the love interest, shall we, Ronaldo? Convince Zenobia to switch sides. I'm assuming blowing her up would not go well. Would be a very negative thing for the game. Through the door. I am still
Cute.
Not really.
No, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way! Okay, what is going on? I'm hammering buttons, it's not going well. Ow, I'm taking damage. Oh my goodness, my health! There, I'm hiding in the bush! I use my Healy sword. Yay, health. Right, so that may have been a mistake. Yay, more health. I probably didn't need to use all the stuff I had, but better safe than sorry. My brain went better safe than never, which I'm fairly sure isn't correct. Oh, wizardy people down there. Right, onwards. Yeah, another chest. Can I jump down and attack? Charge! No, okay. It's probably sensible. He says about a game where I'm playing a talking fox in love with a cat who stands on her back paws. Ah! Wait, I killed the wizard? I don't clearly wasn't paying attention. What are we talking about? Yes. We're fighting a toad, and this world uses toads or frogs or whatever as telephones. Toadophones. And